beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action. This is caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
We go 46. We go 47. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Prescott now. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. On the move past the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Ready, set.
In motion right is Wilson.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A run with Mostert up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 41, Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's got it to about the 40.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Play action now. Prescott. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go, set. Black Ultra.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's... So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Prescott. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Let's go now. 52 Right.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tua now on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, man, like food.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Down. Check view. Heel blue.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's Hill, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Here we go.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
74 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Dak. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Prescott. Into the hands of Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now they get the timeout called. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. Here's Prescott. He targets Ingram for another grab. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Miami, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.